So in this session, we are going to start talking about the first topic in our outline, which is body consciousness. Body consciousness is so deep if we take time to explore it. In this session, we will cover it very shortly. If you have more interest of diving in deep as far as going through the whole document of this 140 pages, I'm happy to, I will send it to you. You can explore it on your own, but I'm going to just highlight basic things which will be easier for everyone to understand. Okay, who doesn't have any idea about what is body consciousness. So we just cover the main things, and rest of the things, if you are interested, you can just let me know. Okay, and then I will send you this document for you to explore. Okay, so body consciousness is known as Deha Bhana. Okay, Deha Bhan is nothing but having that awareness of myself as a male or the female. I have that feeling that is my existence right now, right? Morning to evening, we have an image of ourselves as a body in terms of male and female and the different roles we play. That also comes because we have that awareness of myself as a body. When we have that attachment to the image of myself as a body, the arrogance comes within us, which is called Deha Abhiman, right? Arrogance, Deha Abhiman, where we have the ego of the different roles we are playing, whether it's you as so whether it's your name, different labels we are carrying, right? Different roles we are playing based on the labels. It might be your name, you will get attached to, okay, or whatever your name is. If somebody calls you a different name, then you get affected by it. So you're attached to that wrong image of yourself as a body, which is eventually have that activation of five vices due to attachment to the different labels we are carrying for the body. Okay, it might be your gender, your profession, your language, your religion, your nationality. As far as the relationship goes, mother, father, daughter, son, husband, wife. And it's not that, don't take me wrong, that we should not play all these roles and become sannyasis. It's that we already said it before in here. Our goal is not to leave things physically or refrain from our responsibilities, but it is all about awareness that we are talking here. So just like you see here, the awareness is like a seed. Okay, as is our awareness, so is our form. As is our form, so is our attitude. As is our attitude, so are our actions. Okay, and that's important. Everything is based on awareness. Awareness comes with the thought. If I have never thought of myself, I am a soul, and have seen, I will not have that form of myself separate than this body and have that feeling who I am in order to express my true self through the body. Okay, so we are talking about awareness, whether whichever role we play, are we really playing those roles, expressing our true self and true qualities and true nature, or are it is everything? It is based on different roles we are playing. Is our awareness changing, and depending on the change, are we getting affected by it and losing our happiness and peace as we are playing different roles? All those things are important. Okay, so that's what we mean here. If you have any confusion, feel free to ask. Okay, so Dehabhan, it is clear now, right? Dehabhan, again, this is kind of the image we carry throughout the day, and all the thinking that is happening is for the nourishment of I, the body, and others as a body. So we are carrying the image of I as the body and my. We are all just operating our mind and intellect with the consciousness of I as a body, and all the physical, the material, the physical things, or the other bodies that I claim to be mine. I'm attached to that. Okay, so I and mine are the kind of the two keywords which defines us to be body conscious. Okay, so body conscious means to have your feet placed in the mud, which means your mind and intellect will become polluted, and that is the reason when we start our day in the morning, we are refreshed, and over the time, what is happening as we start uh, engaging our mind in the body, thinking about body related things, without having that awareness of myself as Dehi, a spiritual being, my energy is drained. Okay, so, and then I'm constantly getting affected by things, which is draining more energy. So, even the afternoon comes, I'm totally like exhausted. Okay, so you can see how our battery is getting discharged. Okay, so Dehi is the soul that sits in the body. It is also referred in the scriptures as Rathi. Chariot is the body, which is Deha. Okay, so soul is a Rathi who is riding this body like chariot. Okay, and then it is using, the soul is nothing but the energy of mind and intellect. So, soul through the intellect is using the mind to control the senses. So it's very, very important for us to have that awareness of us as a Dehi in order to have that spiritual authority to drive this body how we want it to drive. Okay. All right. So Dehi Abhimani, that is our goal throughout the future sessions, to learn how to become that actually. Okay. Dehi Abhimani, to become Dehi Abhimani is our goal that we need to achieve throughout the study of Raj Yoga. Right? Okay, Dehadhari. Right now we are Dehadhari, which means whose mind is attached towards the body. Okay, our intellect is focused on the body. Okay, intellect is focused on their own body or focused on the bodies of others. Right, and also the having that feeling meaning. Body conscious also means this is my body, right? And it is letting us have that, carrying that different face mask. We are not operating from our original selves. We are, this, all this identity is all temporary. I and my, I, just like what, where we saw it, right? In, in the previous slide, that I and my, okay, if my is temporary, whether you say I'm a doctor, I'm engineer, my children, my profession, it's all temporary. Something that I'm attached to temporary, it's going to also give me the temporary results. Okay, something, I am something that never changes. I want something that never changes. But what am I doing? The method I'm using is where I'm dependent on. I'm dependent on things which is temporary, and I'm looking for something which is permanent. That is not possible. As is the input, so is the output. So we have to learn how to uh, rely on ourself as a soul, which itself can bring us that peace. That's why they say, right? Instead of looking for outside, we need to go inside and feel, experience that peace with understanding, not just through blind faith, which is what we are doing here. So then the next recording, you will understand more about whatever the happiness that we are experiencing through the body. It's called negative pleasure, and our aim is to experience positive pleasure. Okay. And rest of this document is basically covering more points on body consciousness to bring the awareness that we should focus on Purush Earth, the sake of the soul, not the sake of the body. Okay, and I, as I said, may I for the body. Okay, so rest of this, it brings the royal ego. I am this, I am that. Five vices are enacted, which will cover in different session. But I think you got the idea. If you have any other questions, please let me know.